there is a product that promises happiness, right? You just consume this product, you will be happy. Simple idea. Now, if you believe that, if I consume this product, I'll be happy. If you truly believe that, then would you be at peace with yourself that you have found happiness, or will it create more disturbance? It will create more disturbance because you went in search of that product thinking that it's going to give you happiness, and there is no happiness there. You have to search for something else. Although you might think, oh, we don't take all these marketing campaigns, everything seriously, but that is what you are surrounded by all the time, isn't it? Constantly you're being stimulated in a certain direction. See, life is one coherent flow. Everybody nudges us in some direction. There is no neutral concept in life. There is no such thing in existence that is simply there without affecting you. Everything you watch on television, everything you watch on YouTube, everything you type influences you. Everything. So, subconsciously, you've been picking up all this information, all these ideas of what you need to be doing to be happy, what you need to do or what you should not do. And this is what is creating disturbance in your mind. And something as simple, as natural as just sitting quiet and closing your eyes is difficult. Now you need to ask this question: why have we made this difficult for ourselves? Isn't silence our own inner nature? Cannot why cannot I be at peace with my own body and mind? Really, spirituality is a revolution against all this nonsense that is accumulated in our mind, that is not allowing us to enjoy a simple, beautiful moment of life. It's because of all these ideas. If you are at rest, you're wasting your time. If you talk about inner peace, you're just being silly. If you talk about love and compassion, you're being idiotic. Instead, talk about competition, talk about aggression, talk about possession, talk about building things. It all makes sense. Now, this language is what is creating problem. Ultimately, the conflict is really between choosing this or that, because your mind has to make a choice whether it has to nurture those qualities that the world wants you to hold on to, or nurture those qualities that your individuality, that your being wants. See, spirituality is not somebody's imposed idea on you. Somebody's imposed idea on you is religion. It is not spirituality. Religion wants you to believe in certain things, do certain things in a certain way. And you should never confuse spirituality with religion. Spirituality is your search. You exist and you have a desire to enjoy that existence, and that is your right. It is nobody's business to tell you that you should not be seeking inner peace. If they are telling that, they are against you. They are against your very breath of life. They are against your very being. What do they want from you? If they can at least tell that clearly, this is what we want from you, you can give them. But they themselves don't know what they want. They're running behind shadows. They're running behind concepts. They are chasing the dreams that they've created for themselves. And similarly, those dreams have affected you and your life. So the hardest part of a spiritual journey is to leave the noise and clutter of the mind and walk to the edge of the precipice of life and sit there and look at the sky, look at the birds, look at the trees. Constantly, people will be shouting, "What are you doing there? Why don't you come back? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that?" Silence is your right, it is yours. If you cannot be in silence, then you're not being at all. You're just a mind. You're just you're just an addiction. You are addicted to yourself. It's not just smoking, drinking, or drugs that is addictive. Your own personality can be addictive. That is the most addictive thing. And once you've gotten used to that, thinking in a certain way, being in a certain way, when the choice is presented to drop that, there is difficulty, there is turmoil. Because tell me, is there anything else that you're more addicted to than yourself? If given an opportunity, you would worship yourself. If such a culture were available, the first thing you would do, wake up in the morning, you would do namaste to your own picture, put a garland. I'm not joking. That is how much we love ourselves. We should not deny that. It's a fact. You love yourself more than anybody else or more than anything else. Isn't that a fact? Right? And that is where the obstacle is. The obstacle is that absolute obsession with all the ideas. See, I'm not saying that you should not love yourself. But as of now, you are in love with your mind, not with yourself. Loving yourself is completely different from loving your mind. Isn't it? When you fall in love with your mind, then meditation becomes difficult. Spirituality becomes difficult because the mind resists it. But if you fall in love with yourself, you will love meditation. You would love spirituality because yourself is becoming more peaceful. Your life is becoming more peaceful. So there is no conflict there. You would enjoy meditating. So which part of you is driving your life, is driving your decisions? That is all that matters. If it's your mind that is the master, you're in trouble. If it's the heart, you are the luckiest person on this planet. Others might look at you and think you're being childish, you're being kiddish, you're being nonsensical, you don't have the sense of the world. But your heart will be singing in joy every moment. First, you need to find that. Find love, find the joy in your heart. Once you find that, then you can use your mind to create anything you want. Without a beating heart that has some purpose, some meaning, what is the use of having a very logical and very intelligent mind? What are you going to do with your intelligence if you don't have love and compassion? That's what has happened in the world today. Everybody is smart, everybody is intelligent. But where is love? We don't like each other. This constant disturbance. Why? It's because of all the ideas. So how to get rid of these ideas? Or at least how to step away from them, at least for a few moments in a day, so that you can experience that bliss within you. I'm not even saying that the objective of meditation is to step away from all this so completely that 24 hours you are just in that bliss. If that happens to you, wonderful. But that is not even the objective. Find 10 minutes in a day when you can be so quiet, so still, that you are in the lap of eternity. Find 10 minutes, that's enough. Rest of the time, do whatever people want you to do. Go, do whatever. It might seem idiotic, but do it. But can you find those 10 minutes for yourself? Where nothing can enter. Nobody can come even close to that inner self of yours. Can you create that shrine for yourself? At least knowing that you have that within you, and whenever you want, you can go there. That is what spirituality is. Spirituality is not removing everything people have put in you. You cannot remove it. But finding a way through it so that you can create some space. Clear out some of the garbage and recognize few things as garbage. In fact, most of it is garbage. Once you begin that exercise, you will know you would want to clear out the entire mind. Everything that people have put in your mind. But not necessary. Just clear out a patch and go there once in a while. Enjoy that bliss, enjoy that silence. But when people start making too much of noise around you, come back and pretend that you don't know this silence. Pretend as if you are in turmoil just like the way they are. Because if you appear to be peaceful amongst them, then they will disturb you. Then they'll constantly keep asking, how are you peaceful? When we are not peaceful, how are you peaceful? So just pretend when you're with people that you're also in disturbance. You're also in turmoil. But every day, go to that space. Go to that silence. Then life would be a beautiful experience because you will know what life is. So initially, to be able to clear out all this is the difficulty. Otherwise, there is absolutely nothing difficult about a spiritual path. Spirituality is a very natural desire of the heart and the mind because it is the desire of existence. Existence doesn't like disturbance. Existence wants to settle down. That's why everything is in balance in existence. There is the noise and clutter of the day, and eventually there is the quiet and peace of the night. Everything is balanced in existence. There's life and there's death. There's good, there's bad. There's light, there's darkness. If you can create that, chaos and peace, have both. When you want to be chaotic, be chaotic. That's about being in the world. When you want to be peaceful, be peaceful. But if somebody tells you that you should be only chaotic all the time, 24 hours a day, you should never be at peace with yourself, then that is idiotic. Then they're being very rude to you. If you yourself are doing that to you, then you are being rude to you. If you just want to work from morning till night, 5 days a week, it's not 5 days a week. You work for 7 days a week. Even Saturday, Sunday, you keep doing some work. There is no rest. If you don't take some time off for yourself, then you are being very rude to yourself. You're not being nice to yourself. And sometimes we can be very rude to ourselves. We can be nice to everybody, but we can be very rude to ourselves. We can be screaming and crying in pain and yet possess a pretty face just so that we come across as nice and peaceful people. Recognize that inner crying, recognize that inner turmoil, and recognize that it's all part of your mind. Otherwise, as far as your being, you are concerned, there is no disturbance. Even body is not a disturbance if you think about it. Body disturbs you initially because it is not used to sitting in a certain posture, sitting for a certain amount of time. It is just like trying to do certain exercises for the first time. It's going to be uncomfortable. But after some time, you will get used to it. Even the pain goes away. So if you're finding difficult to sit quiet, just practice for some time. It'll be all right. But the mind, one idea that, okay, there's nothing in spirituality. I don't believe in all this. I believe only in the mind and what my mind tells me. If you go that path, then forever you will be in turmoil. You will miss something wonderful that is right there.